character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I re-uploaded it. Yeah, but yes, I am asking about Mine's character. Yes? Oh, that actually looks pretty sweet. Alright, so whenever you're ready, Mines, if you wouldn't mind clicking on that link. I posted a link in our Group B session chat. It's for our stream together. That way all of our friends and fans can watch all of us go live.
Fargrim, I'm not seeing a change to my spells.
Well, they're still artificer spells.
No, I don't. Maybe other spells.
Any other spells?
Yeah.
If you make yourself available during the week, I can help you set those up. I just want to get to a session now, right there.
Yeah, dude, I feel it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys are ready? Alright, so hello and welcome back to the Quilin's Faded Few, Group B. I'm your lovely host, Fargrim, and tonight with us we have Mines, Purple, River, and Hayayuki.
Yuki is fine.
Okay. I feel like if I pronounce your full name, I might summon Godzilla or Ghidorah
Yes.
all the time. So, last time we left off, Otoroshi, the wayward wizard, as it were, left his I don't know how else to say it. He was selected to leave through a
I was allowed to leave.
yeah. That's the best way to say that. You were allowed to leave through a vision that your elder had. You also during our session 0.5 found evidence of adventurers being slaughtered out here in the woods. You were told to find the scaled hermit who lives almost on the outskirts of the woods, towards the city. Through your travels, you have found the hermit. Mors, you are a distant traveler to this world. You just remember walking into a doorway in your world and coming into a completely different reality. Your memory is slowly coming back to you, but one thing remains clear is you are far from home. A masked stranger, you've met a masked stranger, River, the mysterious one. Yes, I have nicknames for all of you. Shush.
Fair, honestly.
So, she guided you and helped take a job with you to explore the disappearances of the Iron Claw or the Iron Fang Adventurers Guild. So you all meet at Tenjiro's abode. So currently, you guys are in the cave. And if I remember correctly, River was asked about. I don't remember from whom. I believe it was Otoroshi.
It was. He asked River and Tenraiso about the Pantheon of Light.
All right.
Yeah. Specifically,
What do
do you know
about the
any?
Pantheon of Light?
And this is where we'll pick up our session 1. All right. River, how would you answer this question? Dun dun
It
dun.
must be very clear that the moment that was asked, we're both staring daggers his way.
Yeah.
So,
Are you not members? Is that why you are upset?
No, we're not members, but
we
hate
hate
them.
them.
correct.
It's simple as that. They are
Yeah,
not
Butch.
our neighbors.
They are butchers and thieves, in our experience.
They are slavers and infidels.
At least their army is specific. Well, regrettably, I'm not very familiar
Well,
with
that
the
is good.
Pantheon itself. Is it? How do you know them exactly?
I was shown them.
Shown. You spoke of vision earlier, did you not? Is that the same vision that you saw the Pantheon?
Yes, it is. That's why I asked about them. You see, it was more than just a vision. I was given a quest. And you see that Otoroshi is, looking again at the scaled one and at the owlin. You see, and he points at Tenraiso, and you are supposed to help me bring them down. And he points to River, I do not know, but you're welcome to join us.
If the Qilin was to give you a divine vision saying that we're to destroy the army of light, that
mean,
works out perfectly fine for us.
It, interestingly enough, does, actually. Alright. Frankly, I was worried you were going to say, like, oh, I am one of their fans or some nonsense like that.
Oh no. In the words of the Qilin, the light has scorched too far. You will unbind what has been broken. You will tear down gods, not for vengeance, but for balance. Walk the edge of time, carry the wind with purpose. And then they vanished.
Vengeance will be difficult to put aside for us. But regardless, we'd be happy to aid you.
I suppose then the first step is this job you picked up. Some sort of wild beast, yes? I can guarantee that despite my size and my appearance, I am not responsible. Though I did hear a scream the other night, so whatever the most recent attack did take place within earshot. Whatever we're hunting can't be too far away.
Well, shall we?
Yes,
Seems
now
like
we've
this
established
beast
that
must be dealt with.
now that we've established that you're not some kind of I don't know, army of light butcher or something, let's go.
Oh, before we go, he pops back into the cave and picks up a few things and comes out, and he's got like a couple of like bags and pouches hanging from his antlers, and a very very large glaive. Best to go prepared.
We need to get
Why
you
would a
some
dragon
bags or
need a
something.
weapon?
Hmm. Why would an Oni not need one? Weapons are always useful to have.
As you're saying this, I pull out this giant gun buy that's been kind of strapped to my back. It may have looked like a set of armor, but it's about the same size as a giant two-handed glaive.
Well,
Hmm.
that is interesting. That's a mighty fine weapon.
I like to think so. Stillwind has been my ally in times of even the darkest of darks.
Billwind. That's a good name.
And what is the name of your blade?
I never deemed it worthy enough to give one. It was a gift from the druids in the region.
Mhm.
It mostly serves as a practice tool. It
Mine
has
is
yet to shed proper blood, so it does not have a name.
mine is similarly unnamed, but I did make it years ago. It was just one of several I had made for some commission that I hardly remember now.
I look forward to seeing what you are capable of with it.
Right, so which way? I'm assuming you've already found at least some tracks before heading here. Or have some inclination of where the beast could be.
Now, Fargrim, can you remind me? I remember the tracks are pointing off in a certain direction, but I can't remember which direction they were.
So the tracks were headed off towards uh, the direction of the Army of Light encampment. So they were headed towards the mountain pass, towards their encampment. So if you, so let's. I'm going to make the map the active thing again. So see where your tokens are. That's where you are literally at in this world, to give you perfect reference. So here's your little cave, and then you have some pretty big ass mountains, a valley, then a small like sound. Well, it's not a full sound, but so 5, 10, at least 10, 5 to 10 miles across. Then, right where that little red cart is, by 10, is the encampment where they start this. Yeah, where they have the siege camp, and then your camp.
Yeah.
All right, I'll switch back maps.
Okay, so they're heading to the northwest, right?
Correct.
Well, seeing as the tracks led to the northwest, I was following them when I happened upon this cave.
and then lead the way.
Yes.
I do understand that it's kind of weird having bird sounds when you explicitly said that with your dragon presence, animals would be out of your general
Yeah.
area. However, I
Yeah.
figured since sound travels, it might
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Like here's the thing: the distance away from the cave, like we're talking maybe like only like a quarter mile, right? You know, it's not a big radius
Right.
because he doesn't want to make a big impact.
Hmm.
So you could walk like a couple 100 feet in one direction, and the bird sounds would start back up. You know.
Gotcha. Um, so as
Would
you're
the birds quiet down as you start walking towards them?
Hmm.
probably
Good question.
also all the sounds are royalty free from British Broadcasting News Network. So
Not the BBC. All right.
The
yeah,
dreaded BBC.
you can even get sounds from World War II.
That's cool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Ah,
Don't forget to move, by the way. I don't see River anywhere.
Yeah, River's still in the cave.
hold on. Wait,
Rivers
where am I?
flowing like a river.
We
Slinking
we
down
head
the
we he,
hill.
we headed southeast to
Ah,
like the valley area.
Southwest. Yeah, we
Uh,
head southwest and we're
You do notice
northeast.
some fresh apples in some of these trees. If you like to pick some.
Ooh, I think this would be.
What's up, Hollowed?
I think this would be a good time. I wanted. I was hoping Xander would appear. However, I think he's busy. But if you guys heard his infamous Carl voice,
God.
Bargrim,
I cannot do it.
I've heard of it. I've not heard.
so think of like
It's an over stereotypical German voice.
yes,
Yes, I have heard him mimic it.
yeah.
All right, so in this direction, your path opens up to the base of the mountain. It appears that this used to be a old mine entrance, but now is caved in, and that is
And that's where?
right in front of you. Hmm.
Dan's going to like snatch an apple with his tail and just like bite into it and grab it straight off the tree.
Nice.
Fun save.
It's a nice ripe Fuji apple, and as you take a bite, it is absolutely delicious and mouth-watering.
Delicious one. Ah,
As we're walking just out of nowhere, this random undead, like, looks like it was cobbled together, kind of like skeleton with muscles, comes right up behind and hands me an apple.
uh, a friend of yours, mortal?
He's a undead companion that I put together myself.
So you'd be offended if I put it down.
Indeed, I would.
Fine. It shall stay for now. Just keep it away from me.
ditto. I have a bad history with the undead.
As do I. Plus, it in general looks disgusting.
Now, Fargrim, the mine entrance.
Yeah.
Who knows that it's a mine entrance? I would assume that I have not been down here before. I would
No.
assume that it's like a sinkhole kind of thing.
So
Somebody closed
it
it
looks
up
like a
before.
typical cave in where it has like a wooden support, and then there's an old mine cart here with rusty pickaxes. I didn't throw it on here because it's not a whole lot of importance. You can't sell. With time, you could dig through it and see if it's a salvageable mine. If you would like to invest in property, which is something that I also will have in this game. But right now, it's if anything, it's just like a stone wall.
Okay, then yeah, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna kind of poke. I'm gonna grab the gun by kind of right in the middle of where the fan would be connected to the quarterstaff, essentially. I'm gonna kind of poke around and say, watch your step. Seems a bit treacherous here. And then I'm gonna continue on past it.
Aren't we supposed to be heading to the northeast?
Um.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Oh fuck. So that part is heavily. Well, right now, like I said, you're kind of hitting a rock wall with that. However, the path down here seems to be opening up. So you might have
This
to.
is a rock wall that we're going towards.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a rock. It's like a rock wall because like this whole area is built into the cliffside basically. So it's just
Correct.
surrounded by rock walls, and this is a mine entrance that's
Okay.
closed off.
Oh, then I wouldn't have even gotten near the rock wall.
Yeah.
The whole point, I was just kind of curving around to head back to the northwest. But okay.
Yeah.
So as you. Okay. Oh. I like clicking on your tokens to see what you can see. If anybody would like to roll perception checks to get a general sense of the area, you may.
Sure. That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah. Great roll. All right.
Doing
Yeah.
self-rolling from when I
Yeah,
was
I was
doing
gonna say.
Gotcha.
testing.
All right.
There
So
you go.
starting with Otoroshi, there's an eerie stillness in the air. You think you hear grunting of like boars, like wild pigs. Mors Aterna, you enjoy the nice breeze through your feathers, or what parts of your body does have feathers.
Yes.
But you can tell that River and Tenzero are are acting as what they are stating that they don't like undead. So this is something that at least they were tolerant of you for that. River, from your assessment of Moors and the general area, he doesn't seem to be threatening to you, even though you weren't doing like an insight. I was more giving you that we perceive of his undead. You think, well, you know that it is under his control, but you also hear you hear wild pigs. probably like a half mile, but you hear them rustling around in the brush. And 10-0, you're
Tenraiso.
Tenraiso. The eye, the eye is not silent, motherfucker. Thank you, Tenraiso. You kind of am. You have that one eye open feeling because you're not. By hearing a scream close to you, you're not. You're not sure who it could have been, whether it be friend or foe. So, looking at these trees, any spot could be a spot for an ambush. All right. So the path does open up further south, like down here. And it can also open up over here as well. There's an opening. Oh, Mors. You find a campsite in a large red tent.
Nice.
What would you like to do?
Looking at the map here, do I see that dead body? Or is that just a aesthetic thing?
You definitely see the body.
Well, in that case, I'll go do I'll go and inspect it to see what happened to this individual.
Thank you, Game Master Eric, for stopping by. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks for the lurk. All right. So you can also zoom in on your cursor. So before you is a scorched, naked body. He has strange bite marks through his neck, arms, and thighs, as chunks of his flesh are missing.
Can I do a investigation to see what caused this?
Yes, you may.
That's a 21.
You from your investigation, you see that there's also lacerations from precision, like he was stabbed by a dagger and cut. While there's also animalistic looking bite marks on his neck, arms, and thighs. His body smells odd, and you notice that no other animal has touched it besides what probably killed it. The tattered clothes around the area, there's not a whole lot of things left. There's almost like a business symbol on the staff, and it has some magical markings similar to what a wizard would use. If anybody would like to investigate the tent or the rest of the camping area, or even just go off your passive, please let me know.
Could I do a nature check to see what the bite is? Fargrim?
Absolutely.
Rip. That's only a 12.
You're not. It almost looks like either a man pig, man bear, pig bites. It's very. The lines are very blurred together when it comes to the bite marks, because the holes
Okay.
in the teeth don't match any normal mortal's teeth. River, inside the tent, this ground, as you can see, is browned. So this person probably stayed here maybe a night or two. The bear rug is customary. You do notice right here, there's an adventurer's pack that is open. The loot seems to be smashed, as if someone broke it over in self-defense. For closer inspection upon the fire, this was a recently built fire. There's still water in the canteen and some sort of chemical or alchemical compound in the mortar and pestle.
Now, question.
Yeah,
Arkham.
yeah, what's up?
The body outside looks to be fairly tall, 30 feet or so. This tent and the bear and the chair here in particular, everything, like, these are giants of sorts.
I kind of blew up the body so you could see it easier, but he's
It's not size accurate.
correct. Just like your your driver's rear view mirror, objects may appear to be bigger. Well, I noticed.
My first thought was Attack on Titan because they're that big.
Right, but
Just wanna make sure that
the bear is actual size. It's
Ooh.
a dire bear rug.
10 feet across. Jesus.
How big are the claws?
Not in this.
Like about the size of your hand, I guess.
Like
If the
a
bear,
single, like a single claw.
I don't
Single
know.
claw should be the size of your torso almost.
Okay, can I
Superior
do,
dire
like,
bear.
Hey, can I do what check could I do to take the claws off of this bear rug?
I'll say survival as for foraging. River, are you investigating the bag? Or
Fuck.
what would you like to do? River?
You there?
River?
I think they just stepped away.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no, sorry. Sorry, I'm here. I was gonna ask is there anything like left salvageable in this pack?
Oh, very good question. Inside the pack is the pack itself is actually a bag of holding. Unfortunately, it has a hole in it, but for the most part, it works.
Huh.
That's odd. Usually they implode when they get a hole in them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they explode when they get broken, don't they?
Oh, okay. So, fair enough. This is actually a bag of devouring. But what
Still explodes, but alright.
there's no hole in it. It's just open. But the objects that are around it are spilled out into the tent are 2 alchemist fire, a hunter's journal, which I will give you guys next session. But right now it's locked.
With the normal lock or by magic?
That is yet to be
Plot
solved.
lock. The plot device lock.
Plot device lock. I like that. Oh man, I like that.
I'll
Also, a a guild tag for the Iron Fang. This belonged to adventurer Zing Meng, or no, not Zing Meng. Adventurer Lao. And his position within the guild was lieutenant.
I'm gonna look to
Those
Oh,
badges. Aren't those mercenaries tags?
Adventurous Guild seems like.
Hmm. So, do you think that's his corpse outside then?
Perhaps. It'd probably be best
Hmm.
to take this at least for safekeeping.
Right.
I'm
How
I'm
loud
going
are you
to
guys speaking?
Hmm. Normal inside voice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not speaking in hushed tones or anything.
No,
No. No.
Alright,
that's
well
just
then
how
I'm
he
gonna look up.
normally talks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, no, I wanted to ask because I'm trying to investigate the mortar and pestle, but I assume I would have looked up and seen the guild tag. And the reason I asked is because I wanted to know, Fargrim, is it similar to the one that I found?
It's identical. Part of the same organization.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the guild tags that I have in my possession. I'm gonna hold it up and I'm gonna kind of look over there. Yeah, I see that.
Just toss it to you.
And I'll compare them and realize that they're the same. Something
So
could be a coincidence, but it
yes.
might be targeted.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were role playing. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
The you go.
No, I was just saying. So, are you from the same sort of guild as this one here? I believe
No,
it said.
I found
Oh,
this one on a corpse, which is how I
okay.
found out about this beast that we are chasing.
Ah, excellent.
I'm going to go outside and see if I can find any tracks leading away from the corpse. It's too stuffy in here.
I'd like to investigate the mortar and pestle.
All right. So roll a nature check on the more. Oh, hold on. River, as you
what the fuck?
I'm just walking around. I didn't mean to trigger anything.
Banshees? Spirits?
that actually worked
That
a
was
lot better than I expected. That was awesome. So,
so before that happened, I was going to ask
Yeah, no, do
Otoroshi
your
to
investigation and then we'll find out what's screaming.
what's up, Morris?
You said
I was going to ask Otoroshi see if he can harvest some of those bear claws from this rug.
All right. I will go over Odoroshi's investigation because I imagine he goes over and checks it out, while Tan checks out the body. River, or not the body, looks for tracks. River walks around, then bam. So Odoroshi, as you're looking at the mortar and pestle, there seems to be like cayenne red, and a little bit of silver leaf. Something that you've seen people smoke. it's almost like tobacco. But it's, oh yeah, you know what? It's pretty much tobacco. To make some sort of like
You said it's a
paste.
chemical compound. So is it like a paste then?
Yes, it is a paste. Almost like
Paste.
Shisha.
Like what?
Almost like shisha.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
You know what a hookah is? It's the tobacco. Shisha is the tobacco you use in a hookah. It's like
Oh.
almost like a red paste.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I learned something new today.
So hash.
No.
No, hash is a weed byproduct.
Shisha is tobacco.
Okay. I don't even know what it was called. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, hookah is to smoke tobacco, not weed.
Yes. But I don't know. I've had some weird friends then because they go to the hookah lounge and they smoke hash in a hookah. That's why I was
No,
curious. Okay.
they wouldn't smoke hash. No, it's tobacco. If they're smoking hash, that's kind of weird. It's not hash.
I don't know. They were stoners, but they also smoked tobacco as well. So I don't smoke. So I know nothing about that sort.
Gotcha. Tenraiso, you see tracks similar to Otoroshi's description in our session 0.5. However, you see multiple and bipedal, as if these tracks were possibly humanoid. River, as you get close, we heard the first screams. You hear the growl of large wolves pinning something down, or pinning what was screaming down. But you don't know where this is. However, you might be close.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm assuming that everybody heard the screams. I'm gonna be kind of coming out, trying to figure out where everybody is.
You'll see myself and River like sprinting off into the woods to the northeast. Wolves.
Thank you, teacher. I had no
Fender,
idea.
is that you?
Right? You see four giant, large black wolves.
Okay.
No, look at it on my screen.
They're kind of slinky looking.
I didn't see this was just a kind of a handout. I thought you place it on the map.
Oh,
This person was screaming like a girl.
bias.
Oh, what a bitch.
So they seem to be cornered by these wolves. I will give you all one surprise round before starting initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
Now, where are the wolves? I don't see them on the screen.
they're over here.
Some of them are not on the screen yet because we do not
Yeah.
have vision yet. But we have one surprise round, so.
Still, even here, I can't see them.
Really? Is it because you're?
I can see one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just your vision range
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Your token's vision
Hold on.
range is probably set to the wrong distance.
There we go. Right? There's one.
Also, I don't know how many of us have dark vision, so. But
Let me see your character sheet, Otoroshi.
I
I have
have
dark vision out 60.
I think
Yeah,
my
I have
dark vision
dark
is out
vision as
like
well.
120.
I believe I have the same thing.
Yeah, I have dark vision out to 120.
I can't even find my feats on this thing. Which features? Other features, dark vision.
While you're doing that, I do have an idea of what I want to do.
Alright, that's so. Okay, so it's just out of your vision range then.
Ah,
That was the problem, Otoroshi. So if you were put over here.
Well, then I'd be within. I'd be in the middle of them.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
see them.
Which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because I can see in dim light within 60 feet as if we're in bright light, and in darkness as if we're in dim light.
Yeah.
But that's not 60 feet. I mean, 60 feet would be here.
Alright, so I need.
Yeah, I think my
Yeah, like,
my vision is like
my
35.
60 feet for me is like right here. Like this is my vision radius. That's basically what you should be looking at.
Alright, so. Can
This
see.
is my vision right here. I can see everything.
ah. You know, I know who I am. Well, I'm just gonna go.
How do I add feet?
Well, what's going on? Can I beat the shit out of this
That's
dog?
yeah, for the surprise round.
Yeah.
So,
Go fight the
is there a way to increase your vision
You
sight?
should be able to do that
I'm
via
under.
going into the token settings,
Right.
and then in vision, it should say you should actually just be able to change the increment. Uh,
You could literally get a fucking. That's the way.
Hmm.
Dude, you gotta think of the industries that are going to be flooding the market. And right now,
Okay.
in 5 years, there's not gonna be a dude at the cash register no more.
See, I have
There's not gonna
wizard
be a dude
features,
behind the counter in McDonald's no
species
more.
features.
There's not gonna be a dude. There's probably gonna be a dude at PPG.
I mean,
if you
there's.
have on the primary page in senses, I'm assuming you have dark vision there.
Under vision?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Actually, link
I'll
that.
share my screen.
Even things that shouldn't happen. I want to fuck up like that, man. Gotta tear the whole thing down and put it back together. I just fucking just yell it, send it back.
Alright, so you have your vision range. Token can see without any light. I increased that by 15.
Yeah, no, that's you're saying his vision range is 15 feet right now.
Oh,
That I
Jesus.
believe. Yeah, that's probably the issue. So if you update his token, now you get 60 feet, just standard vision, and there you go, now he can see all the wolves. So that's all it was.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah.
Is everybody else good?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone else should be good.
Okay, so I can see 3 of the wolves at this point.
Yeah. Alright, so back to River then. They wanted to go over and beat up a wolf during the surprise round.
Mm-hmm.
I need English.
Hmm. Any combat music?
That's a good question. I'm gonna go over and wump this with the thing. Wow. Do I have advantage because it's surprise rounds?
I don't actually know how surprise rounds even work in like
I don't
2024 edition.
know.
I don't know either, but we'll just
I
say
saw
we'll
I
just
saw like
house
a
rules
Reddit
it.
thread complaining that they don't exist anymore, but
Yes.
I say, you know what? Fuck it. House rules. We'll go for it for tonight, and then we'll actually do some research into it.
That's fine.
yeah. I'm assuming it's just like one action, movement, and attack, probably.
Maybe that do be it.
So
Hey,
I
thanks.
am.
I'm just gonna let you apply the damage number just because so I don't accidentally like apply it twice. That
All
works.
right, so you're targeting this one.
What I'm next to, yeah.
Nice. So he definitely feels it.
Now I'm gonna make a bonus action unarmed strike. Not the flirt of blows one. Alright, that's awful. Interesting. Curious. How actually horrible it is.
For my surprise round, I'm going to use 10 feet of land movement to jump into, to do like this big leap into the air, and like a gust of wind propels me upwards as I do. And then I'm going to transition to my glide speed, which is 40 feet of glide, but that should be, which will end me like right around here. And I'm going to use my reaction to basically just, what's it called? Hover in the air. So I'm around like, what's it called? I want to say 5-10 feet at this point, hovering up, and then I'm going to make an attack with my glaive, which is a reach weapon. Or do I make an attack with my tail? Nah, the glaive. Funny glaive move. That is a 17 to hit. The wolf. Does that hit?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. And then it would just take 9 points of damage. And that will end my surprise round. Turn.
So the wolf it kind of anticipated River's moves, kind of jumped with it. So River, your other unarmed strikes did not land. However, they looked really cool though.
Oh, it's okay. I understand.
All right, would you two mind rolling initiative?
Yep.
And Mors and Otoroshi, your time to shine. Surprise.
With my, so I have 30 feet for fly and 30 feet for walk. So does that give me 60 total?
No.
Or just
No.
30?
Just 30. So the way speed works, and I had to look this up because my entire class for my entire like combat mechanics are going to involve switching movement speeds. Essentially, you take your highest movement speed. So in my case, I have a glide speed of 40, but a land speed of 30. So the moment and you basically, if you end on the movement speed that you have the most in, you'll have your full movement basically. So like I could do 10 feet of ground movement. I have my 40 feet glide is now 30 feet glide, and I can move 30 feet basically.
Um,
Yeah. So since you're 30 feet walk, 30 feet fly, no matter which one you use to move, you'd only have 30 feet.
Alright, so I'm going to get nice and close to the one that they were attacking. This one right here. And I have to custom roll this because I don't have the actual spell. I am going to cast Inflict Wounds on that same one. So that is
You're going to click.
3d10.
You're going to click on the wolf and hit T. There you go. Go for it now.
Grilled cheese? I know.
Wait.
No, I know.
There you go.
And it is 3d10 necrotic damage.
It's also a spell attack, though, isn't it? You still have to roll an attack roll for the necrotic touch. Oh,
Yeah.
so it'll be a 9 plus whatever your spellcasting mod is.
I don't know.
So that's weird. Okay. So even for your spell, it doesn't roll like that?
How much
I
intelligence
don't.
do you have?
Okay.
I
So-
don't have the spell because it didn't. Like I don't have inflict wounds or spasm in my spells here.
Well, Spasm is going to be a custom spell, but Inflict Wounds, you can just import that.
I should be able to add it, no?
Yeah, you should. You can just add it to a sheet like really, really easy. Same way discussed earlier. But you just click on spells, look for the one you want.
Alright. Fuck. There's always something with Foundry, dude.
No, just don't make the new spell. Right, go to 3 dots on the top right. And close that out.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah. Just import through that to his sheet.
I need to hide some? What the fuck does that mean?
Don't.
Alright.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, that's fine. You make it actually. It's fine.
Yeah. Making spells aren't that bad.
Nah, you just go ahead like new spell, first level. Is it first or second level inflict wounds?
First level.
Yeah,
Second
okay,
level,
so-
it deals higher damage at second and up.
Yeah, so just watch what Firecome's doing. You just go ahead, you go add spell, you name it inflict wounds, then you go first level, input its spell component. It's a single action spell that uses your spell attack modifier.
Casting time, action, range,
Range is touch
touch,
for that one. Then
VSM, or is it just
No, it's 3d10.
No, is it verbal somatic material? What is it?
Instantaneous duration components VS.
Components
have-
VS. Okay, so verbal somatic.
target type?
So casting time, one action, range, touch, target creature you can reach, components VS, duration, instantaneous.
Yeah, it's
Classes
a spell
is-
attack.
Yeah. Don't do any limited uses thing. That's for if what's it called? He's already using spell slots for it. Then you just head over to activities, Fargrim. And then you do activate, add new activity. It's a damage check. Either damage or cast or whatever,
Would it be
whatever you want to do.
a
I think it was cast.
cast?
Yeah,
Okay.
cast. Cast, create new activity, then activation. You go to, yep, it's action, instantaneous, okay, that's all cool. Then you go consumption, anything consuming, it's consuming spell, yep, that's all good. Targeting, touch, cool, yep, everything's already set up because you set up on the previous page. Then you just go spell, and here's where you just add the damage check, that's it. So.
Casting ability, spell casting, okay. Override values. I checked this box. Override values. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Tech bonus. Flat hit. So your spell attack bonus is +6.
Well, shit, fuck up my bed, okay.
You don't need override values is just saying that you've done a thing. It's saying that hey, you're adding +6 on top of the normal spell attack is what you're doing right now.
Okay. I will check that. Cool. So this
It's
should be
either,
cool.
yeah, it's fine. Either cast or damage, one of the two is what you wanted there. I don't really know. Because there was no damage checks on that.
Right. I didn't see anywhere. What the fuck?
That was just the new
Oh.
spell that you created earlier, but didn't do anything with. Uh, Solve this in.
Damn.
Uh,
I could probably add it on D&D Beyond, no?
yeah, you probably just add it on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
But like, just wait until next. Wait until I can help you sort out your entire spell list over the weekend. But like, can you just avoid using the spells that you don't have this session?
So
I can
everything.
literally get you your entire thing sorted over the weekend if you're available, or any time during next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the unarmed for this? How much damage does it
Yeah,
do?
like
Because my
I mean, realistically, you could just do it how you were. Just need to know what your spell attack bonus is. And that would just be listed on the lightning tab of your sheet that shows where all your spells are.
what do you mean lightning tab?
Like on your sheet, there's a tab with a lightning bolt on it. And I believe that. Oh no, it's
That's
the
the
tab above
text.
it. It's the spells tab. So the spells tab should have your listed spell attack bonus since you're a caster.
Yeah, it's the spell book. If you click
Yeah.
on the spell book tab of your character sheet, you'll see Artificer spell casting. It'll have your ability,
Okay.
your attack, your spell DC. So you're looking at the attack bonus, and you're adding that to your 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it'd be
that's the-
plus 6, which would be 15.
15.
Yeah. And then you can just roll the damage if it hit. I don't know if a 15 hits.
Fargrim.
15 does hit.
Okay.
Okay, roll 3d10.
Smash my thumb against the freezer. What's up, bro? Yeah.
That's 18 damage.
All right. So this wolf is hanging on by a thread.
I know you did. That's why it was quick.
I have my bonus action. Fargrim.
Um, do you have a bonus action?
Kind of like throwing my hand into shit.
Was that
He
a
has a bonus
question
action.
or a statement?
No, he said he still has it.
Okay.
I think we're waiting to see what he's going to do with it.
Yeah.
Just for the if shits and giggles of it.
Like, what the fuck? Hey, yeah, you got some weird ass hands. Like, straight up fucking.
What's up?
There we go. Haha.
So you wouldn't be able to do that. The reason being is something we discussed earlier, where that's a first level spell and you just casted a first level spell. You cannot cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
Yeah, that's
You can only cast a cantrip as a bonus action, and a leveled spell, or a leveled spell as a bonus action, and a cantrip as a bonus action.
That one's under bonus action.
I know it's under bonus
But it's a
action, but it's
level one
also
spell,
but
it's
it's
not
a
a
level
cantrip.
1 spell. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the 2024 rules state that you can cast a bonus action cantrip and a leveled spell as an action in the same turn.
Yeah, or
Did I hear
the
that right?
opposite. The opposite is also true, but yeah, basically you can only cast one. The rule is specifically you can only cast one leveled spell per turn. And it doesn't really care about which one you use your action in your bonus action for, just that you can only cast one leveled spell.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
I guess that means you're rolling initiative, yeah.
Yep. So unfortunately, we do have to wrap up here in a couple minutes. So I know. Luckily, you guys will have hard stops or hard starts. I should say hard starts at 9:30. Like as soon as 9:30 hits, it's go time. The other groups don't really have that. And plus, I mean, you guys pretty much killed this wolf one turn. So,
Yeah, I'm noticing he's near death.
you're,
How are you noticing that?
If you hover over them, it'll show their health status, their health estimates.
Oh, okay.
does it give you the
Yeah.
full like health bar?
No, it doesn't give you the full health bar, but it does tell you like if they're unharmed, wounded, bloodied, or near death. So it gives you like yeah.
So next session, well, okay. So goals between now and next session. I know we just talked about getting together with Mors, ironing out his character sheet. I like to be there just so I can learn as much as possible.
Yeah.
About Foundry. The I was trying to use a monk's active tile effect for the screen. Instead, I just used
yeah.
a soundboard. instead, which actually worked a lot better in my opinion. The soundboard. So I am grateful for all of you making the time. Thank you for devoting 2 hours of your life to our game. Unfortunately, it is 2 hours.
Yeah.
If in
I
the
know you
future,
wanted to go later, but
oh yeah, dude,
yeah.
my other games are at least 2.5 to 3 hours, which aren't
Yeah.
bad. But um, so yeah, thoughts and concerns about tonight.
No, like real, like major concerns besides like I'd like to like get everyone's sheet like sorted out before next session so that we don't like spend like half an hour doing tech support, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should,
Like,
grab something and actually get it set up. Like all these little tips and tricks about Foundry with all these new modules that I've never heard of before would be great.
yeah, no, like I can run everyone like through that stuff as well, or at least as much as I can from the player side of things. Uh, and like show you a few little tips and tricks here and there, just
even
to
if
help
I have to
out your
make a test
experience. But
world, like even
yeah,
if I have to make a test world and give you both co-GM
hmm
things, I think that would be a great learning experience.
That
yeah,
could work. I mean,
yeah,
at this point, I don't even have my features.
yeah.
I don't
Like
know what to do.
I will help you get all of that sorted.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
I feel so bad as a DM for just. I feel like I'm half-assing it, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's fine. I know that like this is your like first experience using Foundry as well, and like it's going to be like crazy overwhelming when you're learning the system for the
Yeah,
first
it
time.
can be
Yeah,
it can be a lot.
yeah. Merv is also an expert here, so you know.
Expert's a strong word. Yes. I I yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, if we could schedule some time to kind of get together and go over what is supposed to be happening, making sure that everything's here,
yeah,
things like vision and whatnot, like that stuff
yeah.
just needs to be fixed, is all.
Yeah, like weekends work for me for that, and then like past that point, like pretty much any point, you're on all on Eastern, so it'd be pretty much any point past like 8 p.m. Was so called Eastern during the week, and just all the time on the weekend, I'm free.
Okay,
If
sounds
yeah,
good.
That's actually workable.
hmm
Um. Uh. Okay. Let's find a time in group chat. But
yeah,
Sundays can work for me. Like
hmm
for I know for
for
sure
like just
I can
for just
devote.
running through these tutorials. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna wrap it
Yeah,
up
thank
here.
you for running it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Ah,
So is the goal to start exactly at 9:30 next week and run to
Run like the
11:30
full.
or midnight?
Yeah, like
yeah.
run late, or well, basically just run into a nice stopping point. All things considered, stopping at the very start of combat is a pretty decent point.
It
Yes, I
is.
just have
Yeah,
to remember that I
Yeah.
need to do
yeah,
my
Yeah. Good.
sneak attack or my bonus surprise attack round
yeah.
action before
Yeah.
we start next week.
Okay.
Right.
It's just going to be a buff, but yeah,
I'll take note of that.
do it.
You gotta up mage armor for the day.
No, it's specifically it's a concentration spell for a minute, but it's a
Ah,
fairly useful buff for me as a wizard.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, thank you guys for for playing. Like, it's nice to actually be able to play D&D after
It really
not,
is.
not
Fuck.
playing for
This
a
shit's
year
nice.
Yeah.
I will try to make every minute enjoyable and worth your time as possible with the limited time we have. That is my one goal that I will try to make happen for all of you. So yeah, you guys are a great group. I like the energy here, and your investigation is just starting, but you're starting to find some clues. And who knows? Maybe this girly, screamy guy is a part of that investigation. We'll find out.
I'm pretty sure it's werewolves. Okay.
I love that. Well, gentlemen and fair maiden, rest well, and see you tomorrow. Or
Alright.
I'll
Take
give you
care.
guys a
Have a good
session
night.
update tomorrow as
Okay.
well. Well, good night.
Good night.